Hi, welcome back to Kimchi channel. Enjoy watching.
Hi, back with Kimchi here. Today, I'm going to explain Beauty and the Beast chapter 389.
Beware. Spoiler ahead. The story starts with Curtis curling Bai to him and smoothing out her messy hair. He then asks Bai why is her hair messed up again. Bai answers didn't her head rub against him just now. Curtis offers to comb Bai's hair, as he takes out the comb from her bag. While Curtis is combing her hair, Bai grabs a bunch of her hair and complains that she wants to cut her hair in half. She is fed up with combing it every day. She really envies Curtis' straight hair. Curtis then says that he would take care of her hair for her as he takes away the hair in Bai's hand and attentively starts combing it. Bai still grumbles that if it weren't for them, she would have cut it long ago. And she suddenly remembers that there is a scale lying on the haystack and starts to rummage. When she found it, Curtis instantly snatches it away from her hand to prevent her cutting off her hair. He admires her beautiful long hair and can't bear for her to cut it. She then asks Curtis if he likes it and Curtis nods and says yes. Hearing that, her heart can't help but flutter. With her cheek heats up, she lowers her head and says, "All right, I'll listen to you, Tilda." Then she starts to twisting some of her hair into plaits and asks Curtis to wait her there as she goes to find leather straps.
Not long after that,
She came back showing off her two fixed plates and asks Curtis' opinion about it. Seeing that, Curtis is just speechless, completely stunned by Bai's new hairstyle. Bai mistook the silence, thinking that Curtis feels it looks not good on her. She feels very sad since she plaited it for a long time. But Curtis suddenly approaches Bai with a sweep of his snake's tail and lifts her up instantly. Embracing Bai, he then says ever since the doctor came, they haven't. So it's time to make up for that. Bai is dumbfounded for a moment. Why did the topic skip so fast? Moreover, they usually do the routine when the day gets dark. It's still the afternoon now. Curtis is clearly trying to vent his selfish desires. Bai is about to refuse with a stern countenance. However, Curtis proceeds to kiss her on the lips. Their bodies got entangled. With his extensive experience, under Curtis's passionate techniques, Bai is very quickly carried away. And they proceed to deepen the intimacy and the scene is censored. But in the middle of the intimacy, Bai suddenly got startled and asks Curtis if he heard the roar of tiger just now. Curtis, who knows that it's the cubs and Parker trying to climb up the tree, just replies no as he coils himself around Bai very quickly. When Parker crawls into the tree hole and tells Bai that they came back, all he can see is the giant snake's coils and a petite pinkish hand in the cracks.
after watching them, Parker is dumbfounded for a moment.
Instantly he swooshes his cubs away from the tree hole to prevent them seeing inappropriate scenes.
The cubs are all falling down from the tree.
He then swears that he will not lose to him in this aspect, and plans to pin Bai's under him to conceal her as well, after she gives birth to female baby later. Jump to Winston's scene. Here orders to gather all males to the water hole. The tiger beastmen are gathered at the water hole, and the black hawks are also perched on the trees in the surroundings. The chief stands out as representative of the beastmen and asks respectively, "King, what is your order for calling us over with such urgency?" Winston's replies that it's nothing major. He just wants to warn them that the group of floating beasts has migrated to the village and occupied the nearby waters. He reminds them to be more careful when drinking water outside. Floating beast? The chief is shocked. Just like tiger beastmen, floating beasts are carnivores. Now that a group of floating beasts is here, they will definitely seize some of the tiger beastmen's food resources. This is what the tiger beastmen unable to accept. Moreover, if they were careless, they might even become their prey. The chief then adds again, this village has little water sources around. Why would floating beasts settle down here? They are probably just passing by and will leave eventually. Hope so, Winston replies, as the other tigers agree with the chief's opinion. He overlooked to the sky above the mountains and says that the rainy season is coming soon and there will be many water holes form in the mountains. He's afraid the floating beasts will get used to living there and are unwilling to leave anymore. The chief panicked and asks what should they do? Those wild beasts are all stupid and have marked their territories. They won't move away that easily and it will be troublesome. Winston ensures the chief that it's not troublesome. Hearing that, the chief feels at ease and asks if Winston has already had a solution. In the end of the chapter, Winston transforms into human and announces this rainy season they will have a feast of floating beast meats.
What do you think about this chapter? Please comment below to share your thoughts. See you in the next chapter.